incredible country, of course, is the iconic city images and the futuristic gardens are the famous highlights, but there is a lot more to discover in Singapore. From the beaches to the gastronomy, from the high-rises to the heritage. It's a city that's worth so much more than a stopover. The architecture in Singapore is iconic for so many reasons. You have the high-rises of the city dominated by Marina Bay Sands, the iconic boat-shaped hotel with that famous swimming pool. Sadly, you need to be a guest staying in the hotel to swim in the pool, but visitors can pop up to the bar and just enjoy a drink looking out over the incredible views. But at night, the awesome light and sound show comes out of Marina Bay Sands, so your best place to be is on the other side of the river to watch the magic unfold. The Marina Bay area is home to some amazing shopping, including an awesome food court on the lower floor. It's also here you'll find the Merlion statue, the iconic symbol of Singapore. Behind the hotel is Gardens by the Bay, where the Super Tree Grove is, these iconic artificial trees in the garden which illuminate by night. There's a tree walk amongst them high up, and you can even nestle down for a cozy drink at the top of one of these trees. Here you'll also find the incredible glass-domed gardens, which have an inside waterfall and awesome tropical plants. But don't confuse these with the UNESCO list of botanic gardens Singapore also boasts. Around central Singapore there is plenty of architecture to admire, from the modern to the colonial, which is especially concentrated around Fort Canning Park. Here you can actually check into the old fort, which is where I stayed on my first visit to Singapore, and also explore the museums and galleries housed in these historic buildings around the neighbourhood. If you're looking for shopping, however, then head to the busy Orchard Road. In Singapore, you're absolutely spoiled by the food, and of course there's the most famous and iconic dishes like Singapore chili crab and the chicken fried rice. But you'll also find plenty of cool, modern, quirky restaurants as well, and Clarke Quay is one of the most popular places to go for a night out. Or sample the signature Singapore sling cocktails at the famous Raffles Hotel. Sentosa Island is known as the fun island of Singapore, and here you'll find various theme parks and resort activities to enjoy, as well as incredible beaches, including Palau Ubin beach, which I love. Be sure to take the cable car over to Sentosa to get the best views, and if you want a really beautiful resort to stay in, check into the Sofitel, where a peacock woke me up every day on my second visit to the city.
But that's a pretty personalised service.
What a lot of visitors to Singapore miss out on is the nature side of the city, but the best place I think to find it in my opinion is Palau Ubin, which is a short boat ride away from Changi Cove, which is just behind the airport. While for many it's the futuristic and modern they love the most in Singapore, for me it's the neighbourhoods and all of the different cultures that go into making this country such an amazing place. Chinatown is undoubtedly home to some of the best food in the city, with great hawker markets and dining areas, alongside colourful temples and popular shops, the most famous of which being the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple. Behind it is Keong Saik Grove, which is one of the coolest areas in Southeast Asia, I think, for a night out. You've got some great fusion restaurants, cool bars there, and it's especially popular to go in the evening. Chinatown is also where you'll find some great value accommodation, and it's where I always recommend backpackers or those on more of a budget to go and stay. The Adler Boutique Hostel is the place I always stay when I'm on a budget in Singapore. Kampong Glam is another must-visit neighbourhood and the oldest urban quarter of the city. Take a walk along Arab Street for colourful stores, learn more at the Malay Heritage Centre, or snap some awesome photos in the bright and colourful Haji Lane. Be sure to visit the Gold Dome Sultan Mosque. And lastly, don't miss Little India, where you'll find some of the best food in the city at incredible prices. The market here is really good value and super popular with locals, so you'll know you'll get a much more authentic experience. There's also plenty of little shops here to pick up souvenirs, really cool cafe scene, and the main Hindu temple of Singapore is right here. Singapore to me is this amazing city, and when I first went, I had 5 days there and I had no idea how to fill it. But now I've been back so many times, I've realised it's the kind of destination that's perfect for everyone. In fact, on my last visit, my parents were there and they really loved it, and it really can be suited to any type of traveller on any budget. And it's one of those places that the further you dig, the more you're going to fall in love with it. So I hope you enjoy Singapore just as much as I did. Enjoy and safe travels.